Hi Cambridge class, this is your third lesson on subordinating conjunctions. Your learning objective for today is to use appropriate conjunctions in sentences so they make sense. First of all, like yesterday, I'd like you to try and work out which of them are coordinating conjunctions and which of them are subordinating conjunctions, and what do the letters stand for. Pause the video while you do this. So coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys, and a white bus, that is subordinating conjunctions. What do the letters stand for? Fanboys stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And a white bus, there's lots of different conjunctions, but some of them include although, after, whether, while, if, though, even though, because, until, since. There's lots more as well. Like yesterday, I would like you to identify the conjunction in each sentence. Is it coordinating or subordinating? Think about, how do you know that? Remember, if it isn't fanboys, then it's a subordinating conjunction. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. That is the coordinating conjunctions. If it's not a fanboys, then it's a subordinating. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, so your conjunctions are until, when, before, and since. Let's think about which ones are fanboys. Until is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. When is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. Before is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating because that B stands for but. And since is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. The S there stands for so. We need to complete the sentence with the appropriate conjunctions, using each conjunction only once. Let's do this one together. For dinner, you can have chicken, something, potatoes, something, chips, something, there are no vegetables left. Okay, so would it be chicken or potatoes? Would it be potatoes or chips? Chips or there are no vegetables left. So I know that or wouldn't make sense here. I don't think you'd be given the option of chicken or potatoes because chips are a type of potatoes. So it would be potatoes or chips. So we've used or. We've got but or and left. For dinner you can have chicken and potatoes or chips. You can have chicken but potatoes or chips. That doesn't make sense. So chicken and potatoes or chips, but there are no vegetables left. That sounds a little bit like what goes on at my house with lockdown, not being able to get to the shops. Are these coordinating or subordinating conjunctions, and how do you know? Are they fanboys? Fanboy stands for and, nor, but is there, or is there, yet, so, and the A is the and. So they are all coordinating conjunctions because they're all in fanboys. What's the difference between so and because? So is a coordinating conjunction, because is a subordinating conjunction. So because is used to express a reason. He is the best student because he studies a lot. So because is used to express a reason. So expresses a result. He studies a lot, so he is the best student. So because he's done this, he can do this. It's actually the opposite way around. So is coordinating, because that is in fanboys. Because is a subordinating conjunction because it isn't in fanboys. So now have a go at these. Choose either so or because to connect these sentences, thinking about everything that you have learnt on this slide. Pause the video while you do this. I went to bed early, so I was tired. That doesn't make sense. I went to bed early because I was tired. You're expressing a reason why you went to bed early. It was snowing because we missed our PE session. Does that make sense? If you miss your PE session, it starts to snow suddenly. It was snowing, so we missed our PE session. So, it was snowing, and as a result of that, we missed our PE lesson. Jack didn't hear his alarm clock, so he was late for work. Jack didn't hear his alarm clock because he was late for work. That doesn't make sense with because. Jack didn't hear his alarm clock, so, which means as a result of not hearing his alarm clock, he was late for work. The dog barked loudly, so it saw a cat in the distance. Doesn't make sense. The dog barked loudly because it saw a cat in the distance. So it's giving a reason why it barked loudly. It barked loudly because the reason was it saw a cat in the distance. I raided the fridge greedily because I was hungry. I raided the fridge greedily, so I was hungry. So it's got to be because. So the reason for raiding the fridge is that you were hungry. Tom started to feel sick in the back of a car, so his family hurried home, or because his family hurried home. I don't think that he felt sick because his family were rushing. I think he started to feel sick. So as a result of him feeling sick, they hurried home. Well done if you got those right. Here's another challenge. Complete these sentences with the appropriate conjunctions. Use each conjunction only once. You've got yet, since, even though, and if. And these are not fanboys, which means they are all subordinating conjunctions. We went out to play football. Blank, it was raining. Blank, he's lost his money. He couldn't go to the restaurant. Blank, they were older. They could drive a car. She said she was cold. Blank, she still wore shorts and a t-shirt. Put each one in the gaps and see which one makes the most sense. Pause the video while you do this. We went out to play football, yet it was raining. We went out to play football since it was raining. Doesn't really make sense. We went out to play football even though it was raining. We went out to play football if it was raining. So we went out to play football even though it was raining. And that could be swapped around as well. Even though it was raining, we went out to play football anyway. Something he's lost his money, he couldn't go to the restaurant. Yet he's lost his money. Now that's similar to but. That doesn't make sense there. Since he's lost his money, he couldn't go to the restaurant. If he's lost his money, he couldn't go to the restaurant. With if there, the tense is wrong, isn't it? If he's lost his money, he couldn't go to the restaurant. Doesn't make sense. So it needs to be since he's lost his money. Now, because it's at the start of a sentence, we need a capital S. Since he's lost his money, comma, he couldn't go to the restaurant. Next one. Something they were older, they could drive a car. We've got yet they were older, which means but. If they were older, they could drive a car. It's going to be if, and I've got a capital I because it's the start of a sentence. She said she was cold, yet, similar to but, yet she still wore shorts and a t-shirt. Well done if you got those right. Notice that when we start the sentence with a subordinating conjunction, we need a comma after the subordinate clause. But if the subordinating conjunction is in the middle of a sentence, there isn't a comma in the sentence. Your final challenge is to write a sentence of your own which contains a subordinating conjunction and then a coordinating conjunction. So one sentence for a subordinating conjunction and one sentence which contains a coordinating conjunction. Really think carefully about the punctuation that you need in each sentence. feel free to send me an email of your sentences. See you tomorrow.